Hi again team, Kris Rasmussen, Principal of Professionals Real Estate, and welcome along to another monthly update, this time for April 2018. Now today, instead of being at another fantastic Taranaki business, I'm actually instead with another fantastic Taranaki team. Well, actually one person from that team, Alonzo Burton. Now, I believe, and maybe correct it if I'm wrong, but the basketball team is the only other First Division team we have in Taranaki in a national league. So, good to be part of that, and I wanted to promote these guys and talk to Alonzo a little bit, ask some hard-hitting questions of course, but also just talk a little bit about the team and what that brings here for Taranaki. So welcome Alonzo.
Thanks for having me, Kris.
No problem. So look, Professionals Real Estate, we've sponsored and supported the Mountaineers for many years, and again this year we're supporting the team, which we're pretty proud of. So instead of discussing business, I thought let's talk to Alonzo. We're going to like I said, ask some hard-hitting questions. And the first one is, how many seasons have you been with the Mountaineers, mate?
So this will be my second season with the Taranaki Mountainairs.
Right, and you're originally from?
So I'm originally from Hawke's Bay, grew up in Hawke's Bay, but
right.
I was actually born here in Taranaki.
Awesome,
yeah.
So you are a Taranaki lad?
I am a Taranaki lad, yeah.
Yeah, cool. And nationality-wise, what's?
So I'm half African-American,
yep.
That comes from my father, Willie, as you mentioned. And I'm half Indian, which comes from my mother's side, Suzanne.
Nice. So Willie is in Willie Burton?
Willie
BP
Burton,
Bears?
yes, BP Bears, Willie Burton, yeah.
So when was that? What year was that?
I was born 1993,
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that would have been 1991 or 92.
Yeah, I remember YMCA, just it was packed, you had to line up to get in.
Yeah.
People chanting BP Bears, it was awesome. Excellent. So what do you think of the Taranaki region?
I love Taranaki. I think they have a real close-knit community vibe. Like I remember last year when I first got here, they had WOMAD, I think it's Americano with all the cars and stuff like that, and seeing them drive by and just all the families out on the street. Like I've never seen that before, and that was really cool to see. Awesome.
So what's your favourite part of Taranaki? What's your favourite thing?
Oh, I've been to Pukakura Park a few times, and I really like that. Obviously here on the basketball court as well, it's one of my favourite places.
Yeah, awesome. So you've had a pre-season game or two?
We've had one pre-season game, yes,
cool.
Against the Manawatu Jets.
Right.
And we were lucky enough to come away with a win.
Quite a good win, wasn't it?
Very good win.
Yeah.
We're playing a young Manawatu Jets side.
Yep.
But it was good to get some game time in, get some chemistry with the boys and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So,
yeah, cool. And so how do you think the team is shaping up, talking about chemistry?
I think we're shaping up really well. I know off court, especially myself, there's Richie, Roger, Xavier and JJ.
Yep.
We're all living together at the moment, and we have
5 boys?
5 boys, yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. But yeah, we're enjoying the process, you're not just gonna come together and gel automatically. You've got to get some game time and stuff like that, and that's why it was really important to get that pre-season match under our belt.
So you've got 3 imports this year,
yes,
is that
we
right?
do, yes.
So they're living with you as well?
They're living with me,
right,
yep.
Cool.
So we've got Xavier, we've got Roger and Javonte, we call him JJ.
JJ, right. And they're coming together?
They're coming together great, awesome teammates, really cool guys, characters off court, so it's always helpful, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So what do you think the biggest attribute is that you bring to the team, Alonzo?
I'm very calm. I've got a very calm nature.
Yep.
So I think that's one of the biggest attributes. Obviously, I love to shoot the basketball, so
it's handy.
Yeah. So I'm going to make sure I'm on point with that this year. The other thing for me is I've been named captain this year, so having to step up and lead. I think,
congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So having to step up and lead, that's another attribute that I'm trying to work on, and good. I'm glad that the coaching staff have given me the opportunity.
Yeah, well done. No, that's awesome. So when's our first home game here in the stadium?
4th of May.
Yeah, 4th of May. Friday night?
Friday night.
Yeah, cool. So do you think the crowd's a big part for the team?
The crowd is probably the biggest part, especially when you're at home. It's like having a 6th player out there on the court, when they get behind us, it gets loud here in TSB. So
we need to fill it up.
We need to fill it up. Yeah, everyone's got to get there.
Yeah, come along, it's great, and it is, like you say, it does get loud because what we have here, it echoes, doesn't it? You know, which is awesome. So, and the great thing with basketball is maybe you're down or whatever, but it doesn't take much to get back, and then all of a sudden the crowd's electric. And
it is,
I remember a couple of the games last year, and they were nail biters. You know, unfortunately, a couple of them didn't go our way. But man, the screaming of the crowd was just insane, which was cool. All right, mate. Good. Look, one last biggest question.
All right.
How tall are you?
Without the throw going,
yeah.
probably about 6'2".
6'2".
But with the throw, I'm gonna stretch it and say I'm 6'4".
Yeah, nice, good work. So in basketball land, is that big? Is that tall?
I'd like to say that's quite tall, but I think in basketball it's probably average height.
Right,
yeah,
cool, so 6'4", so me at 6 foot, no. I'm tiny.
Height's not everything though, Kris.
No, that's right, true. Hey, cool, look mate, I appreciate your time. I know you've got to shoot away because you're going down to Manawatu again to play the Jets, so good luck down there.
Thank you.
For you guys that are listening, look guys, it's a great sport to come along, good family atmosphere, the guys put on a great show, so look, come along, come and say hi to the team, come and say hi to me for all that matters, but look, come along, enjoy it, and we look forward to seeing you there. Alonzo, thanks mate.
Awesome, thank you Kris.
Cheers.
Cool.
Now REI and Z have just released their sales statistics for March 2018, and I'm going to cover those off shortly. Also this month I want to cover off the Brightline test. It is official and it's changed. I've been talking about that the last few months. And then I've got some pretty amazing numbers around our 3D interactive walkthrough tours. So just want to talk about that and what it's doing for our buyers and for our sellers, more importantly. So the sales stats, New Plymouth City had 87 sales in March, which is up on February where we had 80, so still moving up. Median sale price for the city jumped up to 442,500 in March, so in February it was 415,000. The median GV was 387,500, which puts the average above GV at 14%. Median days to sell was 36, so slightly out on the 33 reported last month. Bell Block, now remember Bell Block last month in February had 18 sales, which is a lot from out there. This month it has dropped back, it's dropped back to 9 sales, which is the same as we had in January. Median sale price out there was 496,000, median GV was 420,000, so average is calculated 18% plus 18% above GV out there in Bell Block. Median days to sell out there was 34 days. Now Taranaki overall, there was 202 sales in the region for March, which is slightly up on February. The median sale price was 343,000, which is a smidge lower than it was reported in February. Auckland, median sale price continued to rise. It was up again to $880,000. Remember, it was $855 in February. Number of sales up there also followed suit. So this is the bit I like to watch. On the month before, there was 2,386 sales in the Auckland region. So really bounced back up there. Nationally, so i.e. all of New Zealand, number of properties sold in March also went upwards, and there was 7,768 sales for the nation. That's up again on February, because February was around 6,370 odd. I thought, well, yes, it has popped up, so I've compared that against March 2017. So we're actually down on a year ago, because nationally there was 8,622 properties sold in March 2017. Median sale price for March was $560,000, which is slightly up on the month before, also at $530,000. Median days to sell for the country is 34, so Taranaki and New Plymouth is pretty similar along that. Now, the Brightline test. I've talked to you for the last couple of months on this, and it's official. Parliament put it to vote, and 63 to 57 have extended the Brightline test for tax on disposal of sale of land or property, residential that is, from 2 to 5 years. Now, where it was indicated that the rule would have a date, so i.e. it would come into effect from the 1st of September or October or what have you, that actually hasn't prevailed. What's happened is it's from when the royal assent happened, which happened on the 29th of March, which means that it is actually will come into play from there. So it's come into play 29th of March, it's now 5 years, not 2 years. There's no time frame beforehand, it's effective immediately. So what it means is effectively for you, if you're buying any property, make sure you're seeking advice with your lawyer and the likes to ensure that you understand if you've got any tax implications if you're looking at selling in the near future. Now, the Revenue Minister, Stuart Nash, stated the extension of the Brightline test will dampen property speculation and make homes more affordable. It will ensure that residential property speculators pay tax on their gains, making property speculation less attractive. And look, he may be right. I would question, with the housing shortage that there is in the country at the moment, whether this won't put pressure in other areas. I guess in time we're going to tell, so we'll watch this space. Now, there is exemptions to the rule, but you would need to ensure you have sought advice from your lawyer or the likes. This way they can advise you around any legal or tax implications you may need to consider. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about was our 3D interactive walkthroughs. We now have some stats on that. I like stats, as you probably picked up. And these stats have, when I had a look, I was pleasantly surprised, I guess, to find this. We already knew from the feedback and the results that we've been getting for our vendors that the 3D walkthroughs were working really well. There's no doubt about that, and buyers and vendors are loving it. But we've got some stats now to back it up. So of the 190 live models that we have going right now, there's been 242,000 odd impressions. So that's just wow to start with. But from those, we've had 33,891 views, or the loading of the models for people to look through. Now, of that 33,000 odd, 25,089 have been unique visitors. So that means it's an individual IP address from a computer, phone, whatever the case may be. But what's staggering about that is that means that over 8,000 of those visits or loads have been repeat visits. So 35% of the time people are coming back to have another look, which means they're obviously engaging really well in the property. It's not just a quick look and out. They obviously like the property or whatever it might be, and they're having another look, which is great. So if I look at that as per property on average, we're generating 178 views or virtual visits per home. And of those 178, 132 are unique visits, meaning on average each model is getting 46 repeat visits. So that's pretty massive. Now, when REI&Z report that last month it was 36 days to sell, that's a lot of visits per day or week. So you imagine if we had to take someone through your property that many times over those 36 days, you'd be forever cleaning the house up. So it really does work super well. It helps our vendors that they don't have to present their property every time. When people do come through, they've normally been through the virtual open home and they understand the home, they understand the layout, they don't get any surprises, because buyers don't like surprises when all of a sudden a bedroom comes off somewhere they weren't thinking that it was. So really, really important. Look, we're the only real estate company that has invested in purchasing one of these cameras. We know, and now we can show you, I mean, the facts and numbers speak for themselves, how super is important this is as part of your marketing. So if you're looking at selling your home, you need to have this as part of your marketing. So I suggest you call one of my team and we can help you achieve that best possible sale on your property. So look, that's it from me this month, team. I hope you do come along to the Mountainairs game. It's great, you know, it's a lot of fun. I can't recommend it anymore. So love to see you there, but if I don't see you at the game, I look forward to seeing you next month. Cheers.